Two blonde girls sat quietly on a bench in Central Park, immersed in reading a book. Suddenly, a piercing scream shattered the calm. One of the girls looked up, alarmed. All around them, people froze in place. Some even began walking backward, as if in a trance. Then, the girl's friend beside her started muttering strange things. Her hand slowly reached up, removed her hairpin, and without warning, plunged it straight down her throat. Elsewhere in the city, chaos erupted. At a nearby construction site, workers began leaping off rooftops one by one, crashing fatally to the ground. Across the park and beyond, people inexplicably began harming themselves. Something was terribly wrong. The school convened an emergency meeting after news of the disturbing event spread. The principal suspected a terrorist attack involving a deadly airborne chemical. Believing quick action was needed, he ordered an immediate evacuation of students to prevent further casualties. The incident left everyone shaken. Elliot, a teacher, led the evacuation as instructed. Just as he was about to leave for home, his colleague Julian approached him, urging him to return to Philadelphia with his family, where it was rumored to be safer. They agreed to meet at the train station. When Elliot returned home, he found his wife Alma watching the news, horrified. Reports described the mysterious gas as a neurotoxin that disrupted brain function, causing hallucinations and deadly acts of self-harm. Deeply disturbed, Elliot packed their things, rushed Alma to the train station, and met up with Julian. Julian's wife had been delayed by traffic and was taking the next train. She insisted Julian go ahead with their daughter, entrusting her to Elliot. At the station, panic grew as more people learned about the gas. A breaking news report revealed something shocking. After examining the victims, experts confirmed the gas was not man-made, but a natural compound. Passengers scrambled onto the train, which slowly departed for Philadelphia, but their hope for safety was short-lived. The mysterious gas soon reached the city, carried silently by the wind. Wherever it passed, people would freeze, then harm themselves. A police officer pulled out his gun and ended his life. Others picked up a gun and followed suit, one after another. While on the train, Elliot learned that Philadelphia had also been attacked. Julian, desperate to contact his wife, found his phone signal dead. Then a text came through. She was heading to Princeton by bus. Moments later, the train screeched to an unexpected stop. Confused passengers disembarked. Elliot sought answers from the conductor, who informed him they'd lost all communication with the outside world. With no other choice, everyone sought refuge in a nearby restaurant. There, a woman showed Elliot a terrifying video footage from the Philadelphia zoo showed a zookeeper calmly walking into the lion's den, allowing himself to be devoured. The TV confirmed the attack was not terrorism, but a natural phenomenon affecting the entire Northeast. Terrified, people fled in all directions. Elliot and Alma struggled to find a ride until they met Mr. and Mrs. Frank, who offered help. Meanwhile, Julian, unable to wait any longer, set off to find his wife in Princeton, leaving his daughter in Elliot's care. Frank, a botanist, brought Elliot to his greenhouse, where he theorized the plants themselves might be releasing the toxin nature's revenge against human destruction. Julian's journey ended in horror. His group spotted bodies hanging from trees. A sudden gust of wind blew in. Despite attempts to seal the car, gas seeped through a roof crack. Moments later, the car crashed. Julian emerged, picked up glass, and took his own life. Meanwhile, Elliot noticed bodies lying on a road up ahead and urged Frank to turn back. On the way, they encountered a soldier named Oster, who explained that the military unit had also fallen victim to the gas. With survivors fleeing in all directions, Oster suggested splitting into smaller groups to reduce risk. Elliot and Alma led one group. Oster followed with others, but soon a deadly wind overtook them. Oster pulled out his gun and fired. One by one, his group succumbed. Elliot grew more certain that the toxin was released by plants, triggered by human crowding. He advised everyone to separate. A gust of wind blew past, but this time, no one was harmed. Eventually, the group reached a home with locked windows. The homeowner, terrified of contamination, refused them entry. Two teams broke out of frustration, and the homeowner shot them both. Elliot and survivors fled again, eventually finding shelter with a reclusive woman named Mrs. Jones, who lived unaware of the ongoing catastrophe. She offered them food and a place to sleep. The next morning, Elliot discovered Alma was missing. Outside, he saw Mrs. Jones behaving oddly. Realizing she was affected, he raced back inside, sealing the doors. But she smashed a window, letting the wind in. Elliot hid in a room while Alma and Julian's daughter sheltered in another. The two rooms were connected by a pipe, allowing them to speak. Knowing the gas was outside, Elliot and Alma decided to face death together. They stepped outside, hand in hand, expecting the end, but nothing happened. The wind passed peacefully. The disaster, it seemed, had ended as mysteriously as it began. 3 months later, Elliot and Alma had adopted Julian's daughter. Survivors still debated what had happened. Scientists believed the gas was a natural defense mechanism from plants, a warning to mankind. But peace was short-lived. One day, in a park across the world, the wind stirred once again. A scream echoed. People froze. The nightmare had returned. This wasn't a story of meteors or volcanoes. It was nature itself striking back. Plants, long silent, had found their voice, and now humanity had no choice but to listen.